I'm back with another sketchbook video for the month of December. It's kind of late in the game, isn't it? Oh, the 27th. Usually I get this out later, but we're still on winter break, so I have a little more time on my hands, so let's just dive right into it. So first is my school sketchbook, which is totally a mess right now. Like, I have no idea where everything is. So we ended with the Game Grumps and Barry and Susie. And then we're gonna start with this. I drew Holly, like for the paper craft Game Grump stuff. So I drew Holly. I haven't made her yet. Susie is still the last one up on the wall, so I still have to make. I drew Holly, and I drew Ninja Brian, and now I just gotta draw Kevin and make them. So this is Holly. She's such a cutie. Save the birds. And then this is Ninja Brian. He's a little bit more in the shadows than everybody else, and more simpler. And then more scribbling. This was a idea plan for my art final, which I'll show you after the sketchbooks. This was a sketch for a Christmas present for one of my sisters, and I turned it into one of the paper craft things, like the Game Grumps thing, and I'll put some photos right here. And then this is the other sisters. This was, oh yeah, and by the way, you'll see a lot of stuff from 13 Days of Christmas on my DeviantArt and Tumblr. So some of these sketches are from 13 Days of Christmas, and they're all over the place. Like, I didn't do them in one sketchbook. I just took some printer paper and just did it all over the place. So this is a comic from that. I think this is the mistletoe one. That's that thing. And then this is the colored version of it. And then we're back to last month's sketches. So that's it for my school sketchbook. Next semester I'll be getting a whole new sketchbook for Anna Johnson. I'll be working with a new sketchbook, so this one is now history, so you'll no longer be seeing this one. Okay, this one isn't a sketchbook, it's just random paper, as I said, that happened with 13 Days of Christmas. So, this is the... Okay, buddies, if you're gonna stay here, you gotta be quiet, okay? Okay. So this is from... if you hear cats, then... because my cat is in my lap, so... So this is from a sketch for the school newspaper comic thing. I'll put the full image of the completed version right here. This is the sketch for my Christmas card, family Christmas card. It's two mermaids in a cup, two mugs of hot chocolate, I suppose. And that's the color version. You can find the whole edited version on my Tumblr, DeviantArt, Instagram, anywhere, basically. So that's the color version. And then we dwell onto the universe of 13 Days of Christmas. So these two were comics, and this is no specific order, it's just all jumbled up. Those two were comics. That's a blank page. I know this was the first day. It was like Let It Snow or something. Oh, let me take my hands away and let you see it. This was Ugly Sweaters, and this was the sketch. That's the colored version. This was also a theme. I forget what the theme was. Oh, it was the song. It was the song, and I did All I Want for Christmas Is You. I'm actually really proud of this, like this one, because it was my first time drawing like centaurs. Let alone like, because I'm really bad at drawing animals because of their legs. There's like something about the anatomy of the legs I cannot get right, but for some reason I was able to figure it out. Yeah. So actually drawing like this type of stuff is surprisingly easy if you like understand the concept of it. So this is Reindeer Antonio, which I'm really proud of. I love this one. And Reindeer Romano, and his leg is kind of not anatomically right. There's another one. I think this was caroling. Oops. That's the bottom of it. I actually really like how this piece came out because I have never been able to draw like a real looking Christmas tree, and I studied how to draw one, and it came out like that, and I'm so proud of it. Like, this is like my just this Christmas tree right here is like my treasure. Like, I now know how to draw Christmas trees, and I'm so proud of myself. That's so sad. But anyways, that was the sketch version of the caroling, sketch version of the Christmas tree, and a blank piece of paper. So that's it for like the loose base stuff. And then now on to my SVA tinier notebook, and I'll adjust the camera. Okay, so this is my SVA sketchbook from the School of Visual Arts. And last we left off, I was totally experimenting with this sketchbook. It was so small, and I was just trying to doodle stuff in it. I did get that far at the end of November, but now I've doodled in it a little bit more. I can like barely see what I'm looking at on my phone. It's so small. Okay, let me just lift that up just a little bit. And then we left off with this one. More or less I've been taking notes in this one most of the time, but just like little strange doodles to practice my animation style and stuff like that. So this is me. It says High School Dropout Wannabe. Oh my god, that sounds like a great song. High School Dropout Wannabe. And then this is the Newt Newt Penguin. It's like, Newt. Have you seen it? It's called, I think it's called Penguin, or, oh no, it's Pingu. I love that show. It's such a great show, especially for kids. Anyways, so these are just notes for projects and for maybe potential challenges I would like to do. This is from the Marine AU. I forget what this was for. I just doodled it. So this is like them trying to go to the beach, and Romano's like, are you ready to go? And Spain's kind of scared to go like towards the ocean, because that's like the main theme in the Marine AU, that Spain is scared of, Antonio is scared of the ocean. More, this was the prompts for 13 Days of Christmas. This is more notes and challenges I might do. And then we leave off with Aaron, Sonic Aaron. Sonic Aaron, gotta go fast. Oh, I should write that right there, gotta go fast. I also drew him again, but it's up there by the Game Grumps stuff. I think at this point I'm gonna have like a Game Grumps wall. Oh, yeah. So that's Sonic Aaron, for those of you who know. And I'll show you the one that's up on my wall. But other than that, it's been pretty blank so far. I think I need to get sketching in this sketchbook again because it's really nice and small. So yeah. And then I'll show you some of my bigger projects. And this was the Aaron I was talking about, the Sonic Aaron, the little cheapy Sonic Aaron. I actually uploaded this to DeviantArt and Tumblr. So yeah. As you can see, the Game Grumps wall is still plain. I still gotta put Holly, Ninja Brian, and Kevin. So yeah, still bare, but I'll I'll get with it. Yeah, I'll try to get to it. So, and this is my bird. So yeah, that's the last piece on the wall, the most recent piece. Okay, so now I'm going to share some of my bigger projects, like my illustrations for school and stuff, and just illustrations I've done in general. So for the first one, you might recognize from my sketchbook, this is the house, or from my Instagram because I've been posting it like crazy. This is the Hansel and Gretel house. I actually might have to videotape this on my phone because it's so big. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, cut. We're going back to iPhone video. Okay, so this is the Hansel and Gretel house I've been working on, or I've worked on for like the past few weeks. This was my final project. It wasn't my final project, but this was just my final project. And I wanted to work with architecture and do the same thing like I did with my 7 Sins, just layering the paper with other paper, and I think I did pretty well. Like, it's kind of plain in a sort, but I think the colors make it pop out really nicely, and surprisingly the cutting is very nice because I cut for a long time. But yeah, and as you can see, there's Hansel and Gretel right there with her little bow. And then there's some glitter on the road. There's some icicles and little gumdrops. Some like sunshine shining through the trees, and just some purple candy gloop. So yeah, and then some tiles. So that's it for this piece. And then my next piece, let's see if I can put this somewhere. My next piece was for like a mug design. Again, not good at drawing animals. Surprisingly, I am. It's like a new discovery every time. So what I did with these, I put a video of the mug I put on Snapchat. It's not Snapchat, what am I saying? Instagram, of the mug I made. I do not have pictures of the final outcome, which is bad on my part, but that's fine. So these are just 3 deer, caribou, reindeer, whatever you want to call them, with skeletons of their skull and their spinal cord, and these are 2 peacocks, again with the skull and the spinal cord. I want it to be kind of like skull animals, but kind of creepy, but yet very elegant in a way. So yeah, I love deer. I'm just gonna put that up here. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the other pieces. This next piece was my final project. It was my art final, and I'm not going to explain the whole message, but I'll briefly summarize it. Basically, there was like a list of prompts we could choose from, and I chose the "What is beauty?" prompt. It took me a really long while to figure out what beauty is, and like my definition of it. Personally, my definition of beauty is what you have on the inside, like your personality, and just and your kindness and your generosity towards others, and your feelings and stuff like that. That defines beauty to me. But the media has exploited this so much that, like, when I try to look up the definition of beauty, I literally tried to look up the definition of beauty. It was just such a broad answer, or broad definition, that I couldn't like pinpoint what the real answer was. So I went to Google Images, because sometimes I go to Google Images for inspiration. Like, I type in nature or bird, but this time I typed in beauty, and the thing was, all these images were just pictures of women faces, and it was just so weird how you look up beauty and you just see women faces, where personally I think beauty is what you have in yourself, or the world around you, or just the natural feeling, the just naturalisticity, I don't know if that's a word, but the naturalisticity of the nature world, the human world, and just stuff like that. So I pinpointed my definition of beauty and society's definition of beauty into one illustration. So basically the concept of this was, we have 3 women here. They're all like lined up kind of like on a conveyor belt. So this is my definition of beauty, the natural beginning stage, like what we should think what it is. And it goes to another girl who has the, you know, the inside this is representative beauty, and then we have like this liquid source, just stuff pouring into her head, which defines the outer beauty that society has created, that society has taught us what beauty actually is, how beauty nowadays is manufactured through beauty products, through skin products, through anything external. So it's like disappointing how beauty stands between you and some weird liquid that you had nothing, you know nothing about, but you just buy it because you know it'll make you beautiful. But we don't actually know what beautiful really is, but society has led us to believe that this is what beauty is, let alone which changing to here that she is now beautiful on the outside, but her insides have been covered up because she believes that, or society has made us beautiful on the outside and no longer beautiful on the inside, or has not been exposed to the beauty on the inside. So that's a long, metaphorical, very symbolic piece that I try to explain off the top of my head without reading my little essay that I wrote. So that's it for this piece. And then last but not least, we have a piece that has been like rotting away behind my desk. This was for Halloween, or was supposed to be for Halloween, but I put it off so much that I finished it at the beginning of December. So basically I call this a Spider Queen. Pretty straightforward. This is the Spider Queen. This is her spiders, and these are actually little spider plastic things that came with this like rose thing that I got at the dollar store, and then I bought some spider web to make it more three-dimensional. And I used the paintbrushes that I won in Lemia Crescent's contest. So I actually really like the style of the painting in this one. It's kind of like blotchy and just all over the place, kind of like the one I just showed you. So yeah, I'm not extremely proud of this piece, but I like it. It's a nice decorative piece that sits in the back of my desk. So yeah, I think that's it for all the sketches and all the things. So let me just go to the new side of things. So that's it for the drawings and illustrations and everything. Okay, well, it has been the end of the year, you guys, and it's been a great year so far. Well, not so far, it ends in like 3 days, but it has been an insanely great year. I have gotten so many videos up in this year, and I've gotten so many more supporters than I did last year, and I did like 2 animations, and it's been great. For other news, I'm starting, like, I don't know, I have nothing planned for the new year, that's so bad, but I plan to do more illustrations, get more into mono again, because I've been like putting those off, and definitely do some tutorials. I have been wanting to do some tutorials, and like for like more like I need help like doing college stuff and know how to go to portfolio days and stuff like that. Like I told you in the last video, I actually have been wanting to set that up, kind of like how a draw my life kind of thing, you know how they have, when you watch Draw My Life videos, they got the chalkboard, please, we're in the 20th century, the whiteboard, and they just draw and they erase, draw and erase. I think I want to do that for those types of videos, but like for tutorials, you know, just drawing tutorials, I'll just do, you know, basic, this is how you do it. So yeah, I have nothing else to say. That's really bad that I have nothing to say for the new year, but I guess here's to more spamano, more illustrations, maybe more animation, and I will see you guys in the new year. And for those of you who are new and just subscribed, I hope you're willing to take this journey with me and with everybody else to the new year as well. And I hope you stick around for a very long time. So I hope you like this video. I hope you have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever in the world you may be, and I will see you guys in another video of whichever I make. I'll see you guys later, and in the new year 2016, halfway through my senior year. So excited. Love you guys. Bye.